Hi, g'day all, welcome to the Automotor channel. This video is a short first impressions of Gabriel Ultra shock absorbers on a 2010 Mazda 2 DE. Now this car has just under 100,000 kilometers, but the original OEM suspension is roughly 16 years old. While it wasn't driving unsafe, it had gradually become a bit unsettled over rough roads and generally just started to feel skittish at times. Nothing dramatic, just a general loss of composure that comes with age, as well as tyre wear. So I've replaced the shocks and struts with Gabriel Ultras. Online feedback of these is mixed. Some users describe them as solid OEM style replacements for daily driving, while others prefer stepping up to higher-end options for sharper control or longer-term consistency. The deciding factor here for me was costs. With discounts applied, the rear shocks came in at around 120 Australian dollars for a pair, and the front struts around $250, including postage. In hand, the Gabriel units feel well made. The finish is clean with a glossy powder-coated surface that looks durable rather than cosmetic. They feel solid and heavy-duty when handling them, with smooth controlled extension and compression rather than anything loose or inconsistent. Overall, out of the box, they give a strong OEM plus impression in terms of build quality for a budget replacement. The rear shocks also appear physically fatter. Supporting components were sourced through Febest. While I've used them previously, their old website was very frustrating and not user-friendly, and parts often had to be confirmed manually. However, their direct email support was actually very good at the time, and resulted in the correct parts being supplied without issue. Their updated website in 2026, however, is a significant improvement and is very much easier to navigate, search parts and confirm fitment, and order without needing follow-up communication. All their hardware and components installed without issue. The Gabriel and Febest parts lined up correctly, bolted on without need for any modification, and tightened up cleanly. Fit and finish feels consistent with OEM expectations, with no issues during the installation. Once everything was installed, the suspension change was immediately noticeable. The car feels more composed and controlled, particularly over uneven surfaces. Body movement, as expected, is better managed, and the damping feels much more consistent than the old worn factory setup. Overall, it behaves much closer to a properly functioning OEM system again. Now, with the suspension refreshed, the next weak point became much more obvious. The tyres were always on the list to be replaced at some point. The Kumho HS52 wasn't something I set out to buy from the beginning, but it came down to what was available and what fitted the wheel. NB MX5s, 15 inches, and these made sense at the price point. These HS52s sit in a comfortable focused touring category, so it's not performance tyre, but it offers a balanced mix of comfort, wet and dry grip, and predictable daily behaviour. The sizing also came into play. The sail tyres were offered in a slightly different size to the OEM 15 inches, so I moved on from factory 185/55 R15s to 195/50 R15s on the 6-inch wide rims. On this wheel width, the 195 section gives a slightly wider contact patch and a bit more steering response thanks to shorter sidewall. The trade-off is slightly less cushioning over sharper bumps compared to a slightly taller profile. But in real-world driving, it's a subtle change. In the end though, for around $118 per tyre fitted and balanced, it was too good of a deal to pass up. Now, with both suspension and tyres replaced in such a short period, it's difficult to separate individual effects. The tyres provide the most immediate change in grip and stability, while the suspension contributes more to overall control and composure over rough surfaces. A positive observation with the Gabriel Ultra suspension setup is that it handles the slight increase in grip from the new tyres without feeling underdamped or unsettled. The car remains stable and predictable with no sense of float or excessive softness. That said, this is where the limitations of reviewing these shocks properly become obvious. When you replace multiple major components at once, you're not evaluating a single change. You're effectively resetting the entire driving feel of the car. So while the improvement is clear, it isn't possible to really separate tyres from suspension at this stage. So for a short-term review, based on less than a month of driving, I'm quite happy with the Gabriel Ultras, especially for the price. I'll provide an update in maybe 6 to 12 months on how the suspension performs over time, including ride quality, noise and durability, and at that point, the tyres will no longer be the dominant variable, and it will be easier to judge the suspension on its own merits. For now, everything is performing as expected, and the car is in a noticeably improved condition compared to before the work was carried out. Cheers for watching, catch you next time.